Hey everyone, I don't know, the lighting's I know gonna be bad. I had to rearrange some stuff to even do this video. I wasn't planning on doing a video today. I was trying to do a makeup look, then just the depression just keeps on hitting me. So I'm like, I'm gonna do a video. It's gonna be a lot of talk about what happened the last, I would say, week or so, maybe a little bit before that. Um, Sort of these things I watch as sort of diary for me too, because I don't really write things anymore, and I don't know. I look back at my videos and it helps me some, and I know it helps other people. So just wanted to come on here and do. I don't know if it's gonna be long. I know there's only like probably 15 minutes on the um, recording on the memory card anyway. So well. I haven't really been able to do much at all because my back has been so bad that for a while, I couldn't even sit up. So it was like my daughter was doing the grocery shop and I couldn't do it because I couldn't move. And then I kept on going to the doctors and they kept on giving me crap and, take Motrin, it's not going to work. Even tried going to emergency because it got so bad. They just gave me Motrin, and I'm like, I don't understand why people do this. They passed a law where I guess controlled substances are like so hard to get now, and like you can't get refills on them. You have to actually keep on going back to the doctor and all this other crap. And it's frustrating because I'm not addicted to it, and all the people that abuse it are punishing us because we could be in real pain and they're not. They just want to abuse a substance. I don't want to abuse a substance. I want to be out of pain. And so the doctors are just like really, really stupid now. It's like, what's the use of even going? So I've been in a lot of back pain. So when to go back to today is Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night, like 9 something p.m. And on last Thursday, my daughter graduated from high school, and I knew I had to go there and sit in an auditorium with people, a lot of people, and I was so scared. I'm like, oh my god. So I had her actually call a counselor beforehand. Now these are a few tips maybe you could do. That's why I'm saying them. If you do have agoraphobia or extreme anxiety or just afraid about being around people, see if they could put you in a situation where it's not so bad. So I knew I could get like a separate chair away from the well, not the bleachers, but what the hell are they called? I can't think of the name, but just everybody, all the regular seats in the auditorium. And so that was a little comforting that I didn't have to sit with everybody, but I was still scared as hell. And there were a few people coming in from out of town for the occasion, so there was more family that, not for her, well, I'll talk about that, but there was a few people for her graduation. So get to the graduation outside the school, and there's just a whole bunch of people waiting, including the people that are graduating. I'm like, oh my god, why is everybody waiting? I'm freaking out. And a girl's telling us we can't go until 4, and it's like 3:20. We can't go into 4. The students can't go into 4, and then regular people can't go into 4:30. I'm like, I'm in no way in hell walking in with regular people. I was really, really getting anxious. So I turned to my daughter and I was like, you got to find the counselor. It told us I could have the chair. Then I'll talk to her. We get in there early. At least I could get in there early and sit down. And so we went in there and we found the counselor. And she was like, you can sit here. And it was just like a little space in between the regular seats with a bar around it. So it was like a little section. And then there were a couple other little sections that were empty. And I had one chair just sitting in the section so I could actually sitting next to my family. You could see them, and I was just like in the little section with a normal chair. Well, eventually it filled up, and there was actually people that I guess was meant for wheelchairs to roll up and sit in, so that there was people with wheelchairs in my little section, which wasn't too bad. But at first I was alone in the auditorium with maybe 3 people. And I was just like, I can't believe there's just going to be a whole bunch of people coming in here, crowding people. And I started freaking out. I couldn't breathe. And I texted a friend that I've talked to online for, I don't know how long it's been, maybe 4 years. And I never met her in person. She lives in Chicago. But I texted her, and I was just like, I'm sitting here, and she has anxiety too. And I'm like, I'm freaking out. I can't breathe. I'm alone. I want to be here for my daughter's graduation. I need to be here for her. I need to see this in my life. I've been waiting, 18 years for this. I need this. And she was just like, breathe, calm down. Are you okay? And that was a little comforting, knowing that she had anxiety too, and she sort of had the right things to say. So I was comforted by that. Then just focusing on trying to capture my daughter, just walking, sitting, all that stuff. I'm so glad I could do that to get past my anxiety and see that moment in my life, because I just cried tears of joy seeing her walk across the stage and getting her diploma, because she's worked so hard to get her diploma with her illness and everything else that was going on. 3 years we've been through hell with everything, straight just hell. There has not been anything given way to us. It's just been take this and that and all this crap. And seeing her walk across the stage, I will never forget that, because I was so proud. I was proud, Mama. And, that's my baby, and she got something she truly, truly deserved. And I'm glad I will forever have that image in my head. And I'm glad I could cry tears of joy, and it was just wonderful. So that moment was great. Then we had to sit there, wait for everybody else to graduate. Then walking out, it was supposed to be done in a strategic way, but nobody followed what the principal said. So everybody was just piling out these doors, and people started pushing. And I'm just like, wait a minute, I had to get loud. I'm just like, if somebody pushes me again, I'm going to be pushing back, because everybody was just rude and stuff. So then, people stopped pushing, but you still had to get past all these people and get past these main doors, and then the other main doors that led outside, and then you had to get down these stairs, and all with the crowd. And I couldn't stand to take pictures. I had to go. I had to break away from the crowd. I had to get to the car. I had to say, shh, nobody's around me. I could breathe. I did what I had to do. I saw what I had to see. And I'm so glad I got the chance to do it. But I don't know when I'm going to be in an auditorium like that again. It just was really, really crazy. So I got through it though. The next day was her birthday. And we actually went, somewhere that's out or something way where more family is. So the next day, which was Friday, that's when I have a big family, but we're all separated. And that's when the majority of the family came together for my daughter's birthday dinner. We hadn't been around each other for a long time, all of us together. And there were still some people missing, but that was the most in years that we've, gotten together. And by that time, I was wearing out. I was like in the restaurant, I'm just like, people. And I'm trying to talk to my family, but I hear all the people around me, and I hear the clinking, the dishes, and this and that, and it started getting just so overwhelming. I'm like, oh my God, here goes, where I feel like I'm in outer space, because everybody's talking normal at my table, and everybody's fine, and I'm just ready to run. And I didn't want anybody to catch on to that, and I'm just like, okay. I pushed myself way past the limit, thought I could do it, thought I could be normal. And I couldn't, and I hated it, because it's like I see my family, I see the few friends I have, and it's like people could easily just go out and do something, or easily just go and take a trip, or get on a plane, train, bus, anything, and they could just do it with no problem, even if they have to do several things a day. And when I get to the point where I have 2 days of jam-packed stuff to do, by say 6 or 7 o'clock the next day, I'm ready to just go hide in a hole. And it was really, really hard for me to accept the fact that even though those were the greatest moments and the happiest moments of my life, that my agoraphobia still had me wanting to run and just hide in a dark place where nobody was. And that broke my heart, because I saw everybody else enjoying themselves, and everybody else living a normal life, and I couldn't do it. And no matter how hard I tried, no matter how hard I pushed myself, I still end up where I am that person alone, and nobody's understanding why I can't do these things. Like they say I'm talented with my makeup and all this stuff, and I should be doing stuff, and I wish I could, and I can't. And it's so frustrating. And so that night they all wanted to go bowling, and I couldn't. I had to stay at my sister's house, and I'm just like, you guys go ahead. and I knew I couldn't do it. I was just totally mentally exhausted. Regardless of how happy I was, the exhaustion hit me. So it was like, riding back to my apartment at like 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. It's an hour and something away, and my back was just killing me. And I just say bye to my daughter because she was going away on vacation for a week or two. And this is the first time we've been apart since she's been sick, since she's had her illness, I think, for this long. So I just hope and pray that she stays healthy, she doesn't have any episodes, and I keep calm here. But yesterday I went to the doctors again about my back because they keep on saying, come back in a couple of weeks. If nothing changes, we'll try to do something. I got a medication that actually I don't feel pain constantly, but I could have felt pain with movement, but it's dulling out. It's not so intense. It's not so sharp. So I'm glad about that. That's a positive thing. I hope that this medicine doesn't wear off and I could actually start living whatever little life I had before, like going grocery shopping or going for little walks here and there and stuff without so much pain. I hope that continues because that's really, really bad. But anyway, I've been alone. Like I said, today's Wednesday, so everybody left on Saturday morning, I believe. And then I just had a few days of, okay, quietness, don't have to cook, yay me. But now I'm to the point where, damn, my daughter's 18. She's going to college. She's staying with me through college. But she can make the decision to get up and go any day. I cannot say anything about it. She's an adult. My brother that lived, an hour and something from me moved far, far away. And though I'm happy that he's in a happy place in his life, I feel so fucking scared. I'm sorry for cussing. But that was the only thing, if I felt totally down, which would involve maybe surgery or something, which I've had twice, or if both me and my daughter get messed up. He was the person that would come help out for a couple of days and then go back home. And I'm not going to have that anymore. So I don't have my emergency contact person and just a person that I felt like I got to talk to because he was close. And we've always been close, but since he didn't seem so far away, it was comforting. And now that I don't have that, I feel just terrified, like my world could just come crumbling down and I'm not going to have the strength to pick it up alone. And that's fucked up. But he's happy, and so I am in a dilemma where at least he got out of his life that he felt was crappy and he could be happy. But I'm stuck with, what the fuck am I going to do? And it's not anybody's fault. It's this illness fault that I don't know anybody. That nothing is changing besides I'm having less and less and less and less people in my life. And now I have no family close. And like I said, I'm just terrified. I have no words for that. I have no words to how that feels. I can't hope for things. I don't hope for things anymore. But it was just weird being around friends that I haven't been around for years and family that I haven't been around for years, and to know that I had to come back here and face this, just I'm alone now. Right now, when my daughter comes back, I won't be alone, but I'll be alone to a certain degree. And I thought I would be happy with this time, but this time is eating me up. Like, this is going to be my life when my daughter gets a life. When she gets a life separate, when she gets a boyfriend, husband, own apartment, all that stuff. This is going to be my life. And I have nothing to add to it. I just have me. And I don't like that. I don't like it. It's terrifying. Everything's just terrifying. I don't want to live my life this way, and I wish agoraphobia, like the doctor said, how's your agoraphobia doing? It's like, oh, it's still the same. Oh, you haven't got out of the house. If it's still the same, idiot, that means that I'm still stuck in the house. And besides grocery shopping, there are a few things, but no, I don't have a life. Thank you. You know, I don't think primary doctors should get into your mental health, because sometimes you just want to punch them in the face because they don't understand the word agoraphobia. They can understand anxiety to a certain point, but they don't understand the word to agoraphobia. Leave that to the mental health professionals, not your. It's none of their business, really. But yeah, I'm just sad. I'm sad and I'm lonely and I'm scared to death. And now, after years of keeping my bills and everything okay, I got a fucking disconnect notice in the mail because I couldn't pay it. And now this is the first disconnect notice that I've had in years. And I hope it doesn't lead me to anything, because when I was facing all this stuff before, I was just like, what am I going to do? I can't cover everything. And I don't know. Everything's upside down again. So it's like, I'm so glad my daughter graduated. I'm so glad she's going to college. I should be so happy. And I'm happy for her. I am really, 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 truly, to the bottom of my heart, happy for her. But I'm terrified now of what's to come with me, because I don't think my heart could take too much longer. I don't think anybody's heart could take just the loneliness of being alone for so damn long. I don't think anybody's heart could take that. I don't know. It doesn't feel like my heart could take it. I mean, I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my gut. I feel it everywhere. I feel it in my bones. I just can't keep on living this life, so I hope something changes. And that doesn't mean I'm going to do anything to myself, because I'm always going to be there for my daughter as long as I'm allowed to breathe. But I just wish something would change for me. So I really don't even know what to call this video. I just know that I just decided to make it, and sorry for the look. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Like I said, I was taking pictures. I like doing different looks. So, hey to everybody out there suffering. Hey to everybody out there that understands. Keep on supporting your family members and your loved ones, and just try to understand them. Okay? And hopefully I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.